fingers on the third eye or into the heart center, and allow yourself to relax into the idea that if you have negative overwhelm or continual negative inner critic or negative narratives, you can't just replace them with positive. It can't always work like that, because your mind sometimes thinks, well, that's crazy. You know, it's like saying, it's looking out, maybe it's raining and going, oh no, it's not, it's sunny. And your mind says, your brain says, well, that's not true. It actually isn't sunny, it's raining, you know? So it can't always work just as a complete ideal swap. But what can work is bringing greater awareness to the negative thoughts, bringing greater awareness to the inner critic, and noticing, how does that serve you? And actually it doesn't. So being aware of negativity or inner critic or those negative narratives or those desperate, needy thoughts can make you almost spiral down. And if you think of something achievable and positive, I am feeling clearer, I am open, this can help you start moving away from past habits of negativity. And inhale, exhale now as you release your palms, open your eyes. We're going to come up to standing. So as you stand and rise into your mountain pose, press out through the toes, align your legs underneath your hips, and just take that moment to stand well, stand tall, slight lift of the heart center. And let's open up the fingers, spread the fingers, and come into breath and movement and be guided by the breath, and also be nourished and be fueled by your breath. So breathing in, taking the arms up and overhead, maybe gaze to the mudra as you seal and lift heart, and then exhale into your heart. And you can again accompany that with your 3 affirmations if you wish to. Bowing into the heart center on the exhale. Slow it down on the exhale, inhaling. At the top of the in-breath, pausing. And then bring the palms forward, remaining and retaining your seal of Namaste. Open out wide as you breathe in. Feel the shoulder blades just meet together, creating space, perhaps even softening knees so you find this open gesture becoming more open, and you come into that strength in the back muscles. And then rotate the palms down, right arm over left in the upper arm, eagle, Garudasana, sealing into the eagle arms. And it's at this point, it's really nice just to round away, again, bowing and gazing into heart. Bending knees even a little bit further, drawing inwards. Breathe in as you lift, open and expand. Exhale, left arm, so rotate palms down, left upper arm over right, bending elbows. Perhaps you get into this, but essentially we double bind if we can. Draw the elbows away from the shoulders, and then breathe again. Inhale, exhale if necessary, and curl, chin to chest. Let's go again. Inhale, exhale, right arm over left, eagle, and rounding. Inhale deeply, pause, and repeating. One more, open up to the skies. Inhale, salute the sun. Exhale, eagle, going a little bit deeper, almost sitting. Inhale, open. Back bend, exhale, into eagle arms, rounding. And then release back to stand and roll out the shoulders. Mountain Tadasana. And we're going to begin the practice today with Surya Namaskara, with sun salutations, because sun salute in a fast, medium or slow pace nourishes your whole body at a muscular and a physiological level, so organs get massaged, but also it helps you to shift from the mind spaces to the body spaces. So maybe if you've got a lot of limited beliefs going on, sort of things like, oh, I can't really do this in life, or I'm not good at balancing in yoga, or you know, I'm not doing too well at X, then we're going to try and release some of those limits and open up to your possibilities in your practice, in your sun salutes, and generally how you can take that off your mat. So let's walk to the top of the yoga mat. Spread out through the toes, lengthen into your mountain, palms into Namaste. Pranamasana as you inhale, exhale and come here. Inhale now, sweep the arms up, lift the heart, open to the skies, to possibility, and exhale, bow to Mother Earth. Soften the knees in the first round, and as the crown comes down, the knees are bent, and you're just letting the spine drape over. Fingers by the toes, or that's where you'll have your yoga blocks or props. Step the right leg back, right knee down. Left ankle below the left knee. And as you look forward, stack shoulders over the hips, and let's circle the arms. Eyes to horizon, or again, look up if it feels good for your energy. Pull space around the side bodies and ribs. Press the palms. Spread out through the heels of the hands, lift the back legs. So we pause for a moment in high lunge and then step back to down face dog. And in this first down dog, bending knees and really melt your heart towards the thighs. Inhale, exhale, plank pose. And then heart forward, knees down, bending elbows, lowering slowly. Reach the tops of the legs back, clear the thighs, press the feet. And bring the palms maybe quite wide. Again, first round, just getting a little bit softer on the body practice. And draw your heart forward. And then, of course, some of us will be able to peel quite strongly up into our Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Pull heart forward as you exhale and release down. Hands under the shoulders, curl the toes. Press up, buttocks towards the feet. So we're adding in a little child's pose just to lengthen out. Rise up to second down dog and come high on the balls of the feet. So it's really like you're in tiptoes. And then as you look to your thumbs, right foot forward, high lunge. Shoulders away from the ears, low lunge. And crescent moon, arms coming up, or circle the arms. Find your breath, breathe in. As you exhale, fingers come to top of the mat. Step forward, exhaling, exhaling, and folding. And then circle to rise. And palms in. Breathe in, saluting the sun, feeling energy and vibrance. And exhale, dive, fold, or extend forward. Soften knees, so it's like a ragdoll. Shake out your head and neck. Or Uttanasana. Step left leg back, so it's a really deep stride. High lunge, low lunge. Stacking shoulders, circle arms in here. And lift up and back if that's appropriate to you. And then pressing palms, curl the left toes, high lunge, and slide back to down dog. Bending knees, Bent knee dog. Just pressing the heart towards those thighs. Connecting to breath. Adjust, so walk out into plank, hips in line with armpits, pull the shoulders back, crown lengthening. And of course, some of you will feel comfortable and happy to move into full Chaturanga Dandasana, heart forward lowering, or just soften the knees, elbows hugging to the side ribs, slowly lower. Each pose in your sun salutation, an opportunity to reconnect to your body. And repetition is so good for us because as we get really familiar, we become more competent and it raises confidence. Roll shoulders back, high, medium or low cobra. Heart melts down, touch the forehead, press the hands, draw body back to folded child's pose. Spread palms shoulder or mat wide, down dog, high hips. So coming to the apex of that down dog, so the tail lifts really, really high. Look to the thumbs, left foot lightly forward, right knee down. Circle crescent Anjaneyasana. Heart shines up. Open the gateway to your heart. And then fingers forward, curl the back toes. Step to front of mat, Uttanasana, or your easy fold. Rise and into heart. As you breathe here, you'll already feel a shift in your respiratory system, and you might already feel a little bit brighter, more energized, more vigor. Getting centered, being here, and shedding any self-doubt, and just going for it. Breathe in, open, lift your spirits. Circle, exhale, Uttanasana. Step right foot back, right knee down, crescent moon. Soften pelvis. Exhaling, down face dog. Please, practitioners, come into the full version as you find you can. So relaxing face, elongating feet, looking at those ankles, knees, aligning. Squeeze the feet together, plank. So refining your postures on each round. Heart forward, lowering, and breathe in cobra or knees down, or you're lowering the way that you wish. Curl toes, child's pose, or lift straight up to dog. So we're going to add in the one leg dog now. So reach the right leg up and back, curl the knee or press the leg fully away, and even find your dog splits if you can. Right foot forward, left knee down, and crescent moon. And step forward as you fold, exhale, gaze to nose tip, rise to the sun. Pranayama. That's one half, of course. We're going left leg now. Inhale, open in all directions. And exhale, bowing and feeling fabulous. Left leg back, left knee down. Circle or lift, arms open wide. You can have a little T arm here as well, whatever feels right, or extend all the way back. Press palms, exhale, bent knee dog or down face dog, full dog. Remember to breathe. And we move to plank, push earth away, align shoulders over wrists, crown from tail, engage legs. Knees down, hug or full chaturanga. Palms wide or narrow, soft or powerful cobra. Listen to your body. Heart draws forward, touch the forehead down, press back to child's pose, buttocks towards feet, or rise to second down face dog. Ears in line with your upper arms if possible. Bring your feet to the midline, rise onto the balls of the feet. Curl the left leg up and back and elongate through the right leg. Breathe. Powerful strength in your arms and shoulders. So draw the shoulder blades back into the body broadly. Left foot forward, right knee down. Crescent. Anjaneyasana. And fingers at top of mat. Exhale, step forward. Breathing out as you fold deeper. Maybe hold the backs of the legs and then rise. Pranayama. And step to the center of your mat now. And take a moment to already notice changes in how you're feeling. So align the feet with the back line of your mat around about moderate distance, ready for goddess or temple pose. And it's of course that we turn the feet approximately 45 degrees, but you have to monitor as you bend the knees how this feels for the length of your femur bones, of course. And mine are actually really long, which is great. I love that. And it's fine if yours are different. Everybody is good. Everybody is good. All bodies are good. So let's try not to judge and start labeling. But essentially, as you bend, I find I do have to take my legs a little bit wider, but you can also be in a narrower stance. Excuse me. You might want to again join the palms into Anjali Mudra and then just practice the pose. We're going to breathe in as we sit into pose, high, low or medium, and then exhale and engage the gluteals, engage the front. Of course the quads are going to start firing, and then just squeeze back up. And anybody who's come to class today with tender knees or has health history in the knees, you might just be extra cautious, but try not to add fear and guarding into your physical movements. Bring the arms overhead now as you inhale, and it looks like an X. And even lean back again. That's okay for you. Exhale in deep and go really, really low if that's also acceptable to your body. Line up, inhale. Exhale. And a couple more on your own, please. So take care. Add in 2 or 3 more on your own. You can always steady yourself in the posture without adding in anything difficult at this point if you don't want to keep dynamically moving. But remember that your knees do not roll in. So it's definitive that we have this really beautiful wide opening. So we're coming into a little bit more. Bring the hands around the hip crease and sort of sway side to side. Even grab hold of your flesh and sort of turn the flesh out. And watch that the shoulders don't pop into the ears. So if I've got long arms and I can go lower. So if you join me here, you might put the forearms on to the thighs. And this is powerfully quite strong, which is good because when we get into the power and strength of our body, it can provide resilience to the mind. Have a feel for this. Maybe bring the fingers down to earth. Maybe you feel that close, you get in even deeper here. Just see how it feels for you today. Spread out through the feet. Make sure the feet have not rolled inwards. And then rise. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms away. As you look up, rotate the fingers again so the little fingers move behind you and your back palms are sitting on top of your crown, Sahasrara, or you are able, of course, to lift and elevate upwards. So breathe and move. Pull the ribs away, or you can move sideways from here. So breathing in and breathing out and allowing a sideways action to occur. It's important that you just find enough tone into the mid-low belly area. Triaka Tadasana, so swaying palm tree, classically in Bihar School of Yoga tends to have this deep interlace. So notice that. And then we're going into a pose called Dvikonasana. So Dvi in Sanskrit means two. Eka means one. Eka, Dvi, Tre. If you've been to Ashtanga, you'll know when they chant, you know, Panch 5, and of course Ashta 8. So they chant through, especially when you're in your breath and primary series. Julie, I know you will know that for sure. So we are up here. Dvikonasana requires you to move forward into a tilt. And as you do that, if you notice that your feet are still turned out, which mine are, you may now want to adjust so the feet turn forward. So parallel feet turning forward, because we're going to tilt and then reach across to the right. So look at the demo if you don't remember this practice. Come through the center and turn left. Try to keep the power going. Center, table back, exhale right, and center, exhale left. Maybe another 2 or 3 rounds. If you have to soften or bend your knees, that's another option. And for me, Dvi is a little bit like those two mindsets in the head, those two thought processes. The one that says, shall I do this or shall I do that? And we can get really caught in limbo land and go, I don't know whether to buy that or buy this. I don't know whether to do this today or do that today. Actually, come to center, take a moment and just do something. So the word that we've got in our heads today is a Sanskrit word that means doing, and it's called karana. Karana. It's a bit like Karen, K-A-R-A-N with an A, or karan, karana. So it's a Hindu word as well, so it means doing. So really just go and do it anyway, because if you're, shall I do this, shall I do that? You end up not doing anything, so just go do it. Let's try a different practice now. So from the Namaste, sweep the arms up and over. Inhale as you exhale, turn and reach down towards the right fingers, toes, foot. The right fingers reach down towards, and you may even draw in towards your leg. And then rise, inhale. Exhale towards the left. So reach out towards the left and find that lovely response in the legs, or fold in. Forehead touches. Breathing in. Exhale, center. Inhale up, exhale, center. Now appreciate that the legs are not this wide at the moment. We were working on the moderate legs because of the Dvikonasana, the swinging pendulum. Now feel it appropriate, Gemma especially, to widen your legs and allow this to be a little bit different from the previous. So we open on the inhale. Exhale, turn the body and draw down in front of the toes. So reach forward. This is absolutely beautiful. And draw into deeper fold. Swing to center, please. And as you center the body, tabletop back, inhale, exhale, crown based. Pause here. Really make sure the shoulder blades are broad and the elbows possibly on the earth, and in which case fingers on blocks or elbows, draw shoulder blades back, breathe in, lift heart, exhale, reach to left, extend, pull, and try to feel here, pause enough for time to find connection to your feet. So have a little look at the feet and make sure they're not sliding away from you. So energetically hug the feet towards the midline so you feel the inner thighs strong, and then bring body towards the left side. Back to center. And if the legs are moderate or let's say in a really good foundation of strength, you can bring the hands to hips and then rise up from there. And we'll heel toe in to return to goddess. Turn the feet out, back to goddess pose or temple, or Utthita Kona Asana, which is the angled chair pose, the open angled chair pose. And it's any form of sitting in a chair without a chair in yoga is powerful. So Utthita, you know, power, fierce and resilient. And we're going to breathe in and sweep the arms up. And as we come down, we're going to sweep down. And imagine that you're sweeping away and clearing stuff. You might even imagine it's like sweeping a rug, sweeping out from under the hips. Breathe in and rise. Exhale into the heart. And you can have that with straight legs. If it feels better, you can just tip forward and fold if you don't require to bend the knees. Let's go again. Inhale, 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 nourish. Exhale, kind of sweep it out, sweep it out, sweep, sweep, let go, clear. Rise. And one more. Deep dive, sweep, sweep, sweep. And then bring your hands down onto the mat, rotate the knees so you find all fours, and place a padded blanket under your knees if that's more helpful to protect your knees. Align your crown with your tail, press the earth away, and Helen, just use some of your moderations for the wrist if necessary, or if it becomes really awkward for you, Helen, you can always put your elbows down and try a few of them from here with forearms down. So balancing first. So if this is your tabletop center, kind of slide the left leg and the right arm away, and then breathe in and rise up and really try and look towards the thumb. So this is looking in aesthetic terms towards a bright future. And then bring your right elbow into your left knee and engage with the exhale and pull belly in. Breathing in, reach away again. Exhale, curling in. Slow it down, make it work. Allow it to be that the breath leads you. Inhale, top of inhale, pause, reach away a little bit more from the diagonals. And exhale, draw in. And then bring the knees together and choose to sit in Vajrasana or to rest forehead down in Balasana. If you are resting forehead down, it's sometimes lovely to stack a fist upon another fist and almost have a feeling of pressing into the wisdom center. So feel able just to momentarily access calm and mindful breathing. Closing your eyes in the embryo, Balasana, child's pose, or thunderbolt, Vajrasana, kneeling. And if your knees are really healthy and you're happy with Virasana, then sit into Virasana because it's a hero or heroine pose, and you can enable yourself to be evoking those feelings. And some of us are bringing, again, the thumbs to touch Ajna. Just calmly breathing here. Thinking about Karana doing, and also thinking about clearing old beliefs, opening to new. Let's release and come on to all fours, and knees protected, shoulders drawn, broad, wide collarbones, and you know, if you're looking at the screen, be careful because you'll be turning your head a lot, and that can cause a bit of neck strain. So once you understand what's happening, then simply elongate. So you are more centered. Slide your right leg and toes away, slide your left arm away, kind of to the diagonal corners of the mat. The left palm is rotated inwards, not facing down. Inhale, rise, and can you rise a little more? And do you want to look towards thumb, drishti on the thumb, and then make a small fist. Exhale, draw the left elbow towards the right knee, rounding, and pause and balance. Breathe in, extend. Exhale and curl. And as you curl, hold. Become more rounded. Inhale, extend. Exhale and curl. And then release back to child's pose or kneeling, or resting in Ardha Mukha Svanasana, resting in face down dog, if that is a good resting pose for you. Inhale, exhale in your chosen pose. And note how quickly you were able to make that decision. Are you a little bit indecisive, or are you quite quick at making a choice? So when you're in yoga class, in the yoga room, and the teacher or your guide says, you can choose this balance or that balance, or you can lay down. Do you faff around and look around the room and think, well, what is everyone choosing? Do you just follow the masses? Does everybody choose tree pose and you join in? Or do you choose something different? Are you quite good at making a quick decision? Being aware of that in yourself. Allowing a couple more conscious breaths in your chosen position, and embody that position. Remember, we're not here to just cut shapes and be stick figures. So allow other expressions and sensations to be in your awareness. We're coming back to all fours, but remember the option of also allowing the elbows to come down. And we're just going to come into another movement pattern, especially for the hips. So slide the left leg away and raise the leg. And of course, some of us might find we can raise the leg higher, and that creates a little bit of opening twist. So it's pure hip extension when the pelvis faces the earth. But if you rotate, you know, that's okay for some of us. And I want you to bring that left foot, cross it over the right, and you kind of slide back a bit, so you get a really lovely feeling there. And then bring the leg up again and reach it out to the side and flex the foot. It's really strong in the leg and the gluteus. Point the foot, sweep up, inhale, exhale, reach it back, bring it back, inhale. It comes around with a pointy foot, or you lift it high with a push out through the heel, but try not to buckle the arms. And we go 3. Last one. You can also do this. You can also put your toes down and press more into the center. So that left leg that's risen out to the side stops there, and slide back. And then just reach arms forward as you reach buttocks high or back. Heart opening. So Anahata, the heart center, is said to reside, of course, in the spine, but at the back of the human heart. So release chest, if possible, and sit the hips above the knees. Releasing. I'm just going to turn the other way just so you can, the next leg. So we've got the next leg. So we're going to slide the right leg, raise it up as high as possible without injury to the back. Slide, cross it over the back leg and slide back a bit and then breathe in. Press that leg out to the side. You might want to rest it down and regain full commitment to strong arms, or raise the heel away. Oh, wow. Go back again. It's like a little curtsy. Then reach round. Foot comes down or push away. Don't rush. Third one. Slide it back, cross it, reach it, push it away, hold it, and then slide and soften. And here, as you soften, open your knees, if possible, for Vajrasana, the gracious seat, or again, a child's pose, but a variation on child's, so explore the knees apart version, and then surrender. And you are, of course, surrendering to this moment and surrendering to your breathing. Opening up to your breathing, and as you are grounded, feeling steady and stable. And then as you unfold from child's pose, come into all fours or sitting or whatever's required, and just circle the arms, shake out the arms, circle your wrists in both directions, shake out your hands. Spread your hands forward, curl the toes. Forehead touches, down face dog. Bring your feet together, heels together, scoop the belly in, so it's like a doming and a rounding and coming forward into plank. And I have got a long body, so I then do have to move my arms. You may feel the same. Push the earth away, breathe in, crown from tail, and then hug up, doming up, and try and walk back and make the adjustments required, so hands and feet move, to move back to spinal extension in Ardha Mukha Svanasana, the down dog. Feet together, squeeze and hug. Try and find some rounded energy as you then pull forward to plank. And then we're going to practice cobra or up face dog. So if you know dog, up face dog, sorry, Urdhva Mukha, press out onto the fronts of the feet. So lengthen and find the tops of the feet and toes and press them together. So hugging through the midline, and the bases of your fingers really press a lot more, and then drag chest forward. And you really want to find there's a little bit of light tone on the belly. You can pop your knees down, of course, and please transition to Sphinx pose or Cobra if better for you. But otherwise, knees down, soften elbows, bring heart forward a bit, and I've actually glued my feet to the mat. I've dragged my mat with me, and then lift up again. If you've got no problems in the neck, you can even gaze upwards. But remember, if you're gazing upwards, to look to the tip of the nose rather than crinkle your forehead. And then, release back to child's pose. Inhale, exhale, resting, or repeat. And that's that little mini vinyasa, very common in all schools of yoga. So very powerful for the shoulder girdle and the heart opening. Ardha Mukha Svanasana, down face dog. Maybe give yourself a little wiggle. You can pedal the legs. We'll squeeze the feet together, squeeze and hug through the lowest abdominal area, look into the core, try to ignite that wave-like motion through to plank. Let that pelvis not sag. Do not let that pelvis sag. Don't let that pelvis go down. So push away, and then as heart comes forward, flip toes, squeeze, draw heart through the arms, powerful opening of chest. And can you breathe in and breathe out very clearly in your up dog, your cobra, or your sphinx? So really try and let that heart shine. Returning to child's pose. And then press the palms close to knees from child's pose. Curl the toes and walk into your ragdoll. And this is like a standing child's pose, and let the body drape over the thighs and then ripple through to standing and unravel. In mountain, palms into Pranamasana. How do you feel now? Pranamasana, a pose of contemplative reflection. So we're going to now practice balancing for resilience and mental focus and concentration. And you may want to have a big stack of books or a brick, or in your room, you may have a handy sofa, chair, or table or stool. But obviously make sure it is stable. You don't want to put your hand on something that slides away. And this is why yoga is in bare feet, because socks are slippery unless they're those grippy ones. So we're back in the center of the long edge of the mat, stepping your feet wide. And then rotate your right foot 90 degrees, turn the left heel out. And as you bend the knee, it is of course coming into warrior two. Let's raise the arms with the long legs, inhale, exhale, warrior two. But try not to surge forward yet. Just put a little bit more energy back here. Now in this pose, we could remember or feel that the arms represent the past and the future. So as I look left, I'm into my past, and then as I bend the right knee and turn my gaze forward, I'm looking to my future. And then if I look forward, for me, this means looking into the screen. You may have a mirror in your room. That could be us in this present moment. Bring the right elbow forearm onto the thigh. Easy side angle. Or Utthita Paschimottanasana. The right finger's on the outside of the right foot. Knee above ankle. Extend. And then pull through your strength. Rise back. And breathe. Try that again for me, please. So you are here, or going deeper, and then you're drawing back. And then let's practice Ardha Chandrasana. So we're going to bring the left hand onto the left hip, bend deeper, of course, everybody, and bring your right palm to the diagonal right side of your right foot toe or mat. So if my right toes were at 12 noon, bringing my hands over to 10. Slowly feel that you can hop in, yeah? So please take your time with this. And as you rise, take a moment. Remember, you can always bring both hands down if that's better for you today. And then pivot, so that left hand on the left hip is going to guide you to pivot the left hip to stack. And your left leg can rise up higher according to the way your body works. But remember that if you have blocks, it's much easier. You will be higher. And then turn your gaze as you look up to that left thumb. Left hand on hip. Left arm raising. Keep practicing. Those that feel they wish to, steady your body more strongly, if that's possible, and bring your right hand to your heart. So that's the hand that's on the earth or the block. Right hand to heart, whoops, and then stand. Not quite as inelegantly as me. It's always quite tricky to talk at the same time. So you're in your Ardha Chandrasana with your arms spread, or you've brought the right hand to the heart. Other option is to place your hand on that higher surface, Right toes face forward, left hand on hip, raise up and be really open. And you can even spread your body against the wall. Once you're there, right hand to the heart, pause and hover. So lift your body higher. Remember, we're trying to raise the energy and rise and shine. So it stands to reason that if going right low to the earth or mat is causing a problem, lift your energy higher. Centering, and a little breath. A little bit of gratitude for showing up today. Let's bring the feet wide for second side. So move your props. Rotate the left foot 90 degrees, turn the right heel away. Breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Look to your past, look to your future, and find as you adjust that you're in the present. So that left knee moves out to the left. You might love this pose. I absolutely adore Virya. Virya, vigor, and warrior. Yes? Maybe you bring your palms in. Left elbow to the left thigh or hip crease. Please, no collapse. Draw the chest open. Right arm by the ear. Maybe even lean back. Or left fingers on the outside of the left foot and deepen. Of course, to deepen, your legs do have to be wider, no strain. Prepare to rise from your inner power. Right hand on the hip. Left hand finds the wall, the shelf, the chair. Or you bring your hand to Mother Earth. Hop in and rise up. Stay here. Or can you open into your Ardha Chandrasana? Can you even find Poet's Pose? Poetic and graceful. Inhale, exhale, pause and breathe. Come to stand and repeat. So please find Ardha Chandrasana on your second side. Or if you're a little concerned, place hand onto wall or shelf. Rotate left foot towards that wall or shelf, engage. Soften knee, raise up that leg. And then, of course, adjust accordingly. There's a pivoting of the hip and there's a rotation and revolve of the chest. Yogis who are advanced, of course, know the practice well. So embody the open space of Ardha Chandrasana. And then stand, come back to center. And then bring your cushions in or your folded blankets. And we're coming down to seated. So if sitting up on your zafu cushion or your folded blanket is a little too high, make your adjustments. Separate the legs wide if you can, or moderately wide. I am fidgeting, and you should be as well, because what we're doing is we're fidgeting around to find the best foundational place for this seat. Hands behind. Remember to bend your knees and have pointed feet if sitting super wide is not for you yet. And sit up high on those blocks and blankets as well. I'm getting really stuck on my sticky mat today. Hiking around. So really open up the heart, lift the breastbone, bring your hands behind you and find that you rise from the root to the navel to the heart. Squeeze the hands closer together. So it's almost like you've sealed the shoulders. You close in the back heart, close the back heart to open the front heart. Maybe look into that heart. Obviously, the seat of the mind in yoga and your emotional state. Let's rise again to salute the sun. And then as you exhale, rotate, turn right, turn right, turn right. Maybe you bring your left hand in the middle and the right hand behind, or maybe your hand comes over. Advanced practitioners fold as well. Yeah, so some of us really do need to prioritize good posture, and therefore we need to sit taller. Breathe, look over the shoulder, center, inhale. Exhale, turn left, both arms around the leg, anchoring, look over left shoulder, hands in center, or reach around and draw across. Taking time to absorb, please repeat. Breathe in, rise arms, exhale, rotate right, turn right, pause. Inhale, exhale, be guided, nourished by breath. Inhale, center, inhale, exhale, turn left. Soften the feet and legs now, so you let the legs just be less power there. So the flesh of the legs is less intense, and maybe you can massage a little. And then bring your right hand to the exact right or behind you or towards the middle of the mat. And as you sweep left arm over, extend and flow forwards to the other side and sweep right arm over. So again, it's like clearing away the foundation, clearing away the rug. And if it's a little less than this, so if you're high in the sky and you're just circling here and coming over, circling around here, coming over, that's absolutely fine. So as well as you can, inhale, exhale, and circle to each side in a beautiful flowing action. And then bring legs together in the staff pose, Dandasana, drawing the flesh away from the buttocks, pressing out through the heels, sitting extremely poised and elegant. And the arms again, reach back, open pose. Remember, you may have to bend the knees. And for those of you that love this posture, this next posture, press the palms facing inwards towards the hips, bend the knees, press the feet, and rise up to table pose open, tabletop open pose here, or even reach legs away, press and raise up this way. So you reach through into the powerful legs and lift up there. And I'm not going to really teach that today, I'm just saying to you, if you love Purvottanasana, the open pose, practice 2 or 3 now. And then we'll all meet back into our seat of Sukhasana or Sukhasana. So closing today's practice with seated guided mindful meditation, or choose to lie down now. So find your beautiful seat again, or please choose semi-supine, knees bent, or lying down and releasing. And when you lie down, of course, soften out through the body as you need to. We're going to practice the seat of mindfulness, or even the lying, with Karana Mudra. Remember I mentioned that Karana means doing. And Karana Mudra is used with your left palm. So you bring your left hand towards your heart with the palm facing away from the body. And you fold the ring and middle fingers towards the palm so that your thumb can hold and touch. So it's index finger and little finger pointing away, thumb touching the folded ring and middle fingers, and the palm is left palm towards the heart. And you can just gently hold the elbow, or you can let that hand rest onto your thigh if that's softer for your shoulders. And the other 2 fingers, the little finger and the index finger, should be kind of relaxed, and the whole hand mudra should be relaxed as well. And karanas are actually, there are 108 of them. And of course, yogis know the special meaning of the number 108, 108 syllables in the Gayatri mantra. But the Natya Shastra describes the 108 karanas and says that if you perform all of them, you will be liberated. And each karana has 3 elements: the pose of the body, the arm movement, and the leg movement, because they relate to Indian dance. And I think that is absolutely beautiful, because we have busy mind, or perhaps we're dancing with the mental thoughts. And maybe we want our dance to cease and we want to quietude now. So let's cease all excess movements. And as you sit or lie, close your eyes and begin to watch your inner space. Softening your face, your shoulders, your arms, your palms. Close eyes or release eyelids to half close. Bow gaze if necessary. Can you shift from movement to stillness now? Connect to feeling yourself here now. Feel your body. How is it? Feel your breathing. Encourage breath to be conscious, slower, smoother, natural, relaxed. Begin to enter and drift into the rhythm of your breathing. Keep slowing down. Stay here. As well as Karana Mudra, as in a doing, because acting on good positivity requires you to do something. Change is uncomfortable, and if you stay in your comfort zone, there will be no change. But also, sukha, if you're sitting, sukh or sukha is the good space, as opposed to dukkha with a D, which means misery or suffering. So we're trying to enter a state of kulana, which is clearing, and karana, clearing and doing, to bring ourselves from dukkha, a bad or not as good space, towards a better space, sukha. As you breathe in now, imagine a nourishing light of colour entering your body. What colour would that nourishing light be for you? Green is associated with the heart centre, and purple, violet, indigo is associated with the wisdom centre, ajna, the sixth sense. So perhaps those 2 colours might work. Maybe a light green or a dark purple. And then as you exhale, so we are inhaling a nourishing colour of light to the body, mind. As we exhale, maybe exhale a kind of dirty grey smoke. So breathe out, possibly through the mouth, and sigh away as if clearing stuff that doesn't serve a purpose for you. Inhale good space, exhale resistance. And if you started this meditation or guidance in seated, perhaps now choose to lie down and complete the practice in quiet relaxation, lying on your back. Or of course, remain seated if that feels better for you. Scanning your body now for any physical areas of tightness or tension or discomfort and releasing them. You know how you can. Softening the belly, spreading waist, arms and legs loosening in Shavasana, or your knees are bent, knees gently touching. Adding layers of consciousness. Your eyes are closed and gazing upwards towards the third eye center. Or your eyes are gazing in and downwards towards the heart center. Continue to relax into the middle, so you soften your back waist, especially if you've got a sharp lumbar curve. Spread your hips and thighs, relax the feet, toes and ankles. Unravel the palms now, letting go of the mudra. Fingers and thumbs open to the sky or upturned on your lap. Shuni, Shunya Mudra, open mudra. Let go, let go, let go. And of course, you can pause and remain here for a little bit longer in your Shavasana if you wish. But for today's class, we are shortly drawing to a close. So pausing as you are, absorbing all feelings and sensations. And then opening your eyes and folding the knees gently into your chest or offering floor twist. So hugging knees into chest, massaging your back, or twisting with knees bent, feet flat. Take your time, perhaps roll and rest on your side body. Mindful breathing as you begin to consider returning to sitting, or if you're already sitting, open eyes and bringing palms into the heart center. Closing seat, eyes open, crown lifting, shoulders melted. Remember, refresh and remind your sankalpa or affirmation at the beginning. Your I am statement, or perhaps a new one has arisen. I am clear. I am open. I feel calm and free. Fingers or thumbs touch Ajna chakra. Bow and thank you. Namaste, everybody. Thank you for being here today. Have a wonderful day. Have a suitable weekend. Have a beautiful week ahead. And if you wish to stay